Hey guys, Bros here, and today we've got a Galaxy Eyes Cyber Dragon deck profile. The Galaxy Eyes archetype, or whatever you call it, is certainly one of my favourite types of cards that have been out in the series. Obviously, they came out in Zexal, kind of got their inspiration from Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I presume Seto Kaiba. I mean, even the character who plays the deck was called Kai. Actually, no, that name's not familiar at all. But anyway, we'll get into the deck profile and just have a look what we've got in the main deck and see what we've got in the extra deck. Alright, so to start the deck off, get our top three cards. Get the top three. Three copies of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. It can banish Xyz monsters. Your opponent's Xyz monsters during battle, then gain attack points for each one of their Xyz materials. Next card after that is three copies of Galaxy Soldier. You can send one other light monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand in defense mode. When this card is special summoned, you can add one Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Galaxy Soldier once per turn, so you ideally want to ditch Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to the graveyard, add Galaxy Knight, summon him out, and then bring back your dragon and go into rank 8. So that brings us on to three copies of Galaxy Knight. This card can be normal summoned without a tribute, but his attack becomes 1800, but you must control another Galaxy monster to activate this effect. When this card is summoned, you can bring back a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your graveyard in defense mode, and then you can exceed to make a rank 8. So that is, push these up here. What's going on here? There we are. Followed by three copies of Galaxy Wizard. This card is a 0 attack point, 1800 defense spellcaster light monster, level 4. Once per turn, you can increase this card's level by 4 to the end phase, or alternatively, you can add one Galaxy card from your deck to your hand, so you can add an array of cards, monster, spell, or trap, although, however, this deck doesn't run any trap cards. Next, we have two copies of Cyber Dragon. So it gives you your special summon. He's also there to make a rank 5 plays with Galaxy Soldier. Followed by three copies of Cyber Dragon Core. Cyber Dragon Core, when he is normal summoned, you can add. When this card is normal summoned, you can add from your deck to your hand one Cyber Spell or Trap card, which is usually Cyber Repair Plant. When this card is in your graveyard, when your opponent during your main phase, when your opponent controls a monster and you control none, you can banish this card from your graveyard to summon a Cyber Dragon. And for the last the monsters, we've run two Maxi. Maxi, you ditch this card, draw cards equal to the amount of special summons. This deck, although it's mainly built to do OTK, it's made for early game wins. You need to thin your deck out as much as possible. So we'll just take monster cards. And if you just take a look at the back, we've got some Galaxy Eyes card sleeves. Now onto the spell cards, which I think there's 22. We have 3 trading for your 6 level 8 targets to draw 2 cards. Cyber Repair Plant. You can only activate this card when there's a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. You can either add one machine type monster from your light machine type monster from your deck to your hand, or target one light machine type monster in your graveyard and shuffle that into your deck. However, if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in your graveyard, you can use both effects in the same turn. You then have 3 copies of Galaxy Expedition. If you control a level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster, you can special summon one level 5 or higher Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck and face up defense position. You can only activate this card once per turn. Move these up. We then have 2 Twin Twister. Twin Twister in this deck is very good because you can ditch cards like Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, get them into the graveyard to then bring them back through various effects to make your rank 8 plays, and then you get to pop 2 back row on either side of the field. We then play 1 Dark Hole because Dark Hole, followed by 1 copy of Regeki, staple really, I mean. Followed by Soul Charge. Soul Charge, you probably won't use him early on in the game. You probably use this card later on to build up defenses. I mean, like I said, this deck is made for OTK, so you want to be able to attack as soon as you can. Upstart Goblin, give your opponent 1000 life points to draw 1 card. Melody of Awakening Dragons. You can discard 1 card to add 2 dragon type monsters with 3000 or more attack and 2500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So you can discard 1 card to add 2 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons to your hand. The idea was you thin your deck out by 2 and then you could trade them in, send them to the graveyard. and the target you could send to the graveyard could be Cyber Dragon Core, any Cyber Dragons to get your ads with Machine Repair Plant, or even send a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to bring it back the same turn. 1 copy of Excel Light. If you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. You can only activate 1 Excel Light per turn. You cannot normal summon or set during the turn this card is activated. I played this card at 1 just in case you brick. You can bring out a Galaxy Soldier. You could a Galaxy Wizard. You could then use that to bring any Galaxy monster or spell to your hand, which can help you set up for next turn. Rank up Magic Numeral Force. We run this at 1. Use this to go into, I can't remember the card's name top of my head, but the rank 9 Tachyon Dragon. Target 1 face-up Xyz monster you control, special summon from your extra deck 1 number C monster with the same type as that monster you control but 1 rank higher by using it as an Xyz material. This special summon is treated as an Xyz summon, and Xyz materials on that monster become equipped to this new monster. Then if any face-up cards on the field, other than this card, and the monster summoned by it, negate the effects. What? You can then negate the effects of all face-up other cards on the field. Need to get better at reading my card effects. 1 copy of Galaxy Zero. You could run this at 2. Target 1 Photon or Galaxy monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in attack position and equip it with this card. It cannot attack or activate its effects if it would be destroyed by battle. During the battle phase, you can destroy this card instead. When this card leaves the field, the equipped monster attack becomes 0. You can only activate 1 Galaxy Zero per turn. This is basically a Galaxy deck monster reborn. You bring it back, quickly go into your rank 5, rank 8, it's depending on what monster you bring back. 1 copy of Instant Fusion to bring out a level 5 monster from your extra deck early game. I run Cybersaurus, so it can go into cards like Nova and Infinity. However, you could run Northern if you want to bring back Galaxy Wizard. You can play around with this card, and you can play the 2 and have two target if you really wish. And finally, we have 1 copy of Foolish Burial. If you get this card first turn, you either want to send a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon or a Cyber Dragon Core to your graveyard, or Cyber Dragon, depending on what your hand is. They're the main targets you want to send to the graveyard, so you can get ads and bring your monsters back. Okay, so that's the 40 card main deck. We'll now move on to the extra deck. We start off with number 92 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. You can rank this card up through any rank 8 Galaxy Eyes monster you have. This card, you can then send 3 different Dragon type monsters from your deck to the graveyard to have your opponent banish 3 monsters from their deck. However, you don't really use that card for this effect. You use this for the fact that you can attack twice in the same turn. This is summoned with this card and it's got 4,000 attack. 1 copy of Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. 2 level 8 monsters. During the battle phase, this card negates all face-up effects on the monster effects on the field, and if any effects resolve, this card gains another attack and gains 1,000 attack during the battle phase. Going to mess around with the Ghost of Verity so we can get a clear cut of the image. Try and focus it a bit on the effect if we can. 1 copy of the rank up version. Number C107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. 3 level 9s, or if you rank up. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card until the end of this turn, negate the effects of all other face-up cards currently in the field. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or card effects. If this card has number 107 Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon as an Xyz material, you contribute 2 monsters to make up to 3 attacks this turn. This card is possibly your best chance at an OTK, and it is just brilliant because your opponent cannot activate cards when it's on the field. However, they can chain to the summon, so Solemn Warning can destroy this card, and in fact, they can destroy this deck. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, 4,500 attack, 3,000 defense. You can detach 1 Xyz material from this card to detach all Xyz materials on the field, like on your opponent's monsters. This card then gains 500 attack for each Xyz material detached, and can make that many attacks per turn. Number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, 4,000 attack. When you attack, you can detach a material. This card gains 200 attack for every rank on the field, goes up to 1,600, and when he's destroyed by card effect, he comes back in the second main phase after the destruction. Number 38 Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. 2 level 8 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach a card from this card to negate the effect of a face-up opponent's spell card or card effect. So this card negates the effect, is 3000 beta, and yeah, it's just pretty awesome. We have Heretic Sun Dragon of Heliops, 2 level 8 monsters that you can once per turn detach material, destroy monsters on cards on your opponent's side of the field up to the amount of monsters you destroy and ditch from your hand and destroy on your side of the field. Number 15, Gimmick Puppet Giant Grinder, up to twice per turn, main phase 1. You can detach 1 Xyz receiver from this card, destroy 1 special monster your opponent controls. If it was an Xyz monster, inflict damage to that monster's attack. Rank 5s include Aegis, Keeper of Armageddon, detach 1 card to destroy 1 card on the field. Pleiades, 2 level 5 light monsters, detach once per turn during knife player's turn, detach 1 card and bounce 1 card on the field. Volcasaurus, 2 level 5 monsters, once per turn, detach material to destroy a monster on your opponent's side of the field and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. However, this card cannot attack directly the turn it activates this effect. Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 level 5 machine monsters. You can sack a Cyber Dragon from your side of the field or your hand to the graveyard. This card's attack becomes 4,200 to the opponent's end phase. However, you're going to usually go into this card and go straight into Cyber Dragon Infinity. Gains 200 attack for every material on this card. Once per turn, you can take a face-up monster your opponent controls and equip it to this as an Xyz material. Once per turn, you can detach a Xyz material from this card to negate your one opponent's card activation. So it's sort of a bit like shooting Quasar Dragon. We played the 1 rank 4 just in case you have that awkward situation where you've got two Galaxy Wizard cards up and you've used one of their effects and they both are level 4. You can detach 1 Xyz material from this special summon Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from your hand, or 2 materials to summon from your deck. And lastly, for the instant fusion target, we play Cybersaurus. Now this card is battered and I should probably get a new one. However, this with instant fusion and Galaxy Soldier or Cyber Dragon gives you your rank 5 plays, and it gives you your rank 5 plays for Nova Dragon. So that's the 40 card extra deck, 40 card main deck and the extra deck for my Galaxy Cyber Dragon deck. As always, thank you for watching. Just please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.